here. Hello and welcome to Coffee Convo Wednesday. I'm Cindy Simmons. This is Coffee Convo Wednesday for Wednesday, February 3rd, 2021, episode 246. I'd like to say that I'd give you a very, the cold never bothered me anyway, cheers, but I don't have anything in here yet, and there's a reason, and we will talk about that in just a minute. But let's talk about Coffee Convo Wednesday. This is a show where we're going to be here for about 15-20 minutes, and we talk about three things, and then at the end, I'm going to give you something super cute today. Like, I love giving presents. So if this is your first time here, thank you for being here. If this is not your first time here, welcome back. Thanks for coming back. We missed you. Missed you if you were here this past week, I guess. I don't know. So this is Coffee Convo Wednesday. My name is Cindy Simmons. A little bit about me. I was born and raised in Los Angeles, California, and we grew up about 30-ish minutes away from Disneyland, and now we live in Orlando, Florida, less than 30 minutes away from Walt Disney World. So there's that. That's pretty cool. Depending on where you're watching this right now, if you're watching this on Facebook, Instagram, or YouTube, I would love if you would give a little like. If you could also, if you're watching on Instagram, if you would click save. Apparently the Facebook and Instagram, all the algorithms, the social media powers that be, love that. The more you comment, the more that helps me. So this is a very interactive show. I'm going to be asking you things, asking for your opinion on something. And then at the end, that's how you can win a prize, by commenting, but we'll get to that at the end of the show. So if you would comment right now, let me know what you're drinking, whether you're watching on YouTube or Facebook or Instagram, just let me know below. I'm about to get my drinks started because we're going to do it together. So I will tell you about that in a minute. We are a family of 5. I have a husband named Eric. He has an awesome promotional products company. Basically, he puts logos on stuff. You can find him at mysmartshirt.com. We have 2 daughters, 8 and 15. And my mama Jane, who is a four-time cancer surviving rock star. She's pretty awesome, and we all live together. Radio is my background. I was on the radio in Los Angeles, Nashville, Atlanta, and then here in Orlando. We've been doing this show for 5 years, which is crazy to me. But I love it so much. I love connecting with you each and every week, and I especially love giving you presents. It's fun for me. So speaking of, I want to say congratulations to Judy H. from New York City. Actually, she's from New York. No, she's from New York City, but she's from New York. She won last week's Target gift card. So congratulations, Judy H. You will get your Target gift card very shortly. And like I said, we're going to have something to give to you at the very end of the show. So like I said, give this a like, give this a share. If you're watching on YouTube, click subscribe. If you're watching on Instagram, click save and comment. That would help me out so much. So the first thing I want to do with you today is we're going to make whipped coffee. Here is the big, huge disclaimer that I want to give to you because it's very funny for me. I'm not a chef. I don't like to cook, and you won't see me doing like a cooking show on here. And if I am cooking anything on this show ever, you should be afraid. Or it's something that is so basically ridiculously easy, and that's why I'm sharing it with you. For example, the first thing that we're going to talk about today is whipped coffee. And when I tell you about this, you're going to be like, really? That's what it is? That's so dumb. So I'll just cut you off. I already agree with you. This is so dumb that it's good. And there's no like, ooh, this is so hard, let's do it. But I saw this on TikTok, and actually I've had coffee where I put whipped cream on the top of my coffee, right? Okay, woo. I saw it on TikTok, and then I tried it, and I posted a picture of it on, I think, Facebook, maybe on Insta stories too, and everyone was like, oh my gosh, what is that? How'd you do that? Because that's how I am. When I see something, I'm like, oh my goodness, I don't know, I wanna, So I thought I would show you how to make whipped coffee so that we can all laugh about this together, because it's not a big deal. It's not hard to do. It's really silly. And probably you're gonna say, it's just coffee with cream. Dang, you would be right. However, learn from my mistakes, because there is a right way and a wrong way to make the coffee. the whipped coffee, and I have made it both ways. So learn from my mistake, and we're gonna do this together. So I'm gonna back up because you can see, here's the coffee. All right, so the reason I'm sharing this with you in the first place is because I'm obsessed with, I'm on keto. I've been doing keto for over a year now. And so I'm always trying to find different ways to enjoy my coffee because, as you know, the show is called Coffee Convo Wednesday. I literally have coffee every single day. It's my favorite thing to do. I would sit with you every single day and have coffee because I just truly enjoy the feeling. It's like a warm hug in a mug. So anything that can make my coffee taste yummy, I am all about it. So I have gone to Racetrack before, and they always have cans of whipped cream. So I'll get coffee and on top, right? Apparently the way, at least what I saw, so this is just the way I saw, it's not like look this up in a recipe book, this is just us being super silly, having fun. So the way, we're gonna do it the right way first, and then I will show you the wrong way because it will be behind me. So I always use, we have a Keurig, we've had it for years. I am too cheap to buy the pods. So we buy a big canister of coffee from like Sam's Club, Costco, whatever. And I put this, I put the coffee in a refillable thing. So you get your coffee in there. What you want to do, here's your regular size coffee mug. And here's a coffee mug that is a little bit of a wider mouth. I don't know what you'd call that. So here's your regular cup of coffee size, regular coffee mug size, I guess. It's mostly regular. And then a fatter coffee mug. Go with the fatter, bigger coffee mug. And I'm going to show you why after the fact. So my coffee is ready to go. I take my whipped cream. Now I will tell you, we are Aldi shoppers, not sponsored. And around the holiday, they had, especially like Thanksgiving through Christmas, they had pumpkin spice whipped cream, which I talked about on the show several times because it was so good. Then they had, what was it called? Peppermint mocha, I don't know. That was good too. So if you can get yourself a flavored whipped cream, even better. But if you can't, no big whoop, whatever. So this is what, I am acknowledging that this is so silly, but we're doing it anyway because several of you messaged me and said, let's do whipped coffee on Coffee Convo Wednesday. And I'm like, yes. So you take your whipped cream and you pour it in a cup. Oh, wow, mind blowing. But here's the thing. So you get down as low as you can into the cup. Okay, getting it all over me. And then you don't fill it up all the way. I will show you what happens when you fill it up all the way. Then you take said cup, put it in there. Ready? And there's your whipped coffee. I know you're like, what? Okay, so this is the correct way to make it. Because I told you there's gonna be a do and a don't. This is the do. This is just my new favorite thing. It's so ridiculously silly, but I love it and it's yummy. And I don't put anything else in the coffee. Okay, so you see it, I don't know if you can see yet, but it's rising a little, right? I told you, so stupid, so silly. All right, so the coffee has filled up. Yeah. I see that others of you have commented to not fill it up all the way. All right. So there you go. And that's, ow, that's hot. Good, it's coffee. Okay, so there you go. You can see it there. It's your whipped coffee. Now, what I like to do is I will take a little cinnamon. I cannot believe I am making this sound like a cooking show. First, you do the whipped cream, and then you put on the cinnamon. I will take cinnamon, and I'll sprinkle some cinnamon on top because that's just what I like to do. And then sometimes when I'm feeling extra sassy, I may even put a little more whipped cream because I can. But the trick for me is don't leave it like that. That's where it's no bueno because I want my coffee basically to taste like a dessert. So what I do is I just smush it all around, la la la, Smush it all around. And there you go. Stir it all up. I use plain coffee. Angie asked if I use flavored coffee. I don't know why. It's probably because I'm too cheap. And like I said, we buy a big tub of coffee from Costco or whatever, Sam's Club. And that's it. Like, legit, that's it. Okay, so this is the correct way to make whipped coffee. Well, according to me, and that really isn't saying much. So, I don't know why, it was so good. Now I will show you the don't. This is the do. This is the don't. Okay, so we're gonna take, I thought if any of you are picking up on my theme, my not made for winter t-shirt from Shushu Baby Boutique, and my frozen coffee mug, because it is so cold here in Florida. It's actually so cold everywhere. It's so cold everywhere. It's so cold, it's so cold, it's so cold. So this is the wrong way. Oh, you know what I'm gonna do first? This is gonna be the wrong way to make it, as learned by, so I am going to put that over there, it's hot. And then I am going to use one pod. I am gonna waste a pod, but I want to show you what happens when you make it the wrong way, because it's fun. And I'll probably drink it anyway. Okay, so this is not the way you wanna do it. Don't take a small mug, okay? And then, don't fill it up all the way to the top, okay? Because the first time when I was like a little baby whipped coffee maker, after I saw it on TikTok, I'm like, oh, okay, just gonna fill it all up, and then, let's see, watch, you know what, it probably won't do it. So I started brewing it. I filled it all the way to the top, and then I started brewing it, and we had a little situation. I am praying my husband is not watching, because when I did this before, it made such a mess. And he was like, what happened over here? I'm like, made a little whipped coffee mistake. So as you can hopefully see, it is, yeah, see what's happening? Of course it's not going to do it. Of course it's not going to do it, because you're watching. Of course you're not. You know what I feel like doing? I only did 6 ounces, and normally I do 8, so maybe that's why. Okay, so now I made 2 perfectly good cups of whipped coffee. It overflows and it goes everywhere. That's what was supposed to happen. But I only did 6 ounces, and normally I do 8 ounces, so there you go. Don't fill it to the top. That one worked out because I should have done the 8 ounces. Bad planning in my head. But don't fill it all the way to the top, because sometimes the coffee will bounce off the whipped cream and then start to go everywhere. And yeah, and then sometimes it doesn't. So what are you gonna do? You know, what are you gonna do? So we'll drink both of them. And then I'll be all jacked up by the time my husband comes home, and he's gonna be like, what happened? Oh, I was making whipped coffee on the show today. He's gonna be like, oh my gosh. Oh, that's so good. And it's the right amount of, it's not too sweet, and it's not too coffee-like. I don't want it to really taste like coffee. So there you go. Wow, this is gonna be a good show if I finish both of these cups of whipped coffee. Oh, you know what I didn't want to forget before we move on to topic number 2. It's Black History Month, and we got the greatest book, Little Leaders, Bold Women in Black History. And we have been reading along in this book every night with our whole family. We sit together in bed in our PJs, and I love it. There are, I think it's 80 women, 80 Black women in history, and they focus on, it's just such a beautiful book. They focus on one woman per page, And I think, like I said, I think there's 80, but it is such a beautiful book. And so we have been learning about Black history, which is really exciting to me because I can't wait for that one because my mom loved Star Trek and she was on Star Trek. And there's some other, gosh, what was the one I was looking at that Luna got so excited about too? Ella Fitzgerald, the jazz singer, love her. And then Dominique Dawes, the gymnast, is in here. Oprah Winfrey is in here. And then many women that I've never heard of. So it has been such a lesson for me. And we have had such a great time. I love this book. It's illustrated so beautifully. I'll put a link at the top of this video if you want to order it. I have an Amazon store, which you can find if you go to Amazon. I think it's amazon.com/I am Cindy Simmons, I think is what it is. Or shop/I am Cindy Simmons. I'll put the link. I'll just put the link. It's way easier. Because this is such a great book. We love this book. We love doing this book. So, all right, there you go. 2 cups of whipped coffee. Oh my goodness, that's so good. For you. Topic number 2 on Coffee Convo Wednesday. Stuff like so ridiculous. All right, topic number 2. I was watching Good Morning America the other morning, and if you've ever watched the show Blackish, Tracy Ellis Ross and what's his name? Anthony Anderson, the 2 main characters on Blackish. Well, Tracy Ellis Ross was on, and she was saying how Anthony Anderson makes fun of her for something. I'm like, I wonder what it is. So she said he makes fun of her. And I guess when Anthony Anderson was on GMA, he was talking about this, which I didn't see that part. But he said that when Tracy Ellis Ross counts on her fingers, she counts like a weirdo. I thought, well, what does that mean? Is she going like this? So I'm going to ask you, and I realize you can't actually show me right now while you're watching, so I'm going to show you the 2 versions, and then you tell me which one you do. So Anthony Anderson says it's so weird when Tracy Ellis Ross counts on her fingers. Like if you were going to count to 3 right now, show me, even though I can't see you, show me how you would count to 3. So when he was making fun of her, she said, this is how I count to 3. 1, 2, 3. And I thought, okay. She goes, I don't know. Maybe it's because I'm from Europe. And I'm like, but that's how I count. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. He goes, it's so weird. She counts to 3 with her thumb. And they said, well, how do you count? He said, 1, 2, 3. He counts this way, starts with the pointer finger and goes to 3. Well, I count exactly like her. So now I am obsessed with asking everybody I know. I want to know, how do you count? Do you start with your thumb or your pointer finger? Because he contends everyone is supposed to start with their pointer finger. 1, 2, 3. I'm like, no, 1, 2, 3. That's how I have always started with my thumb. This was mind-boggling to me because I never thought that I counted weird, right? So how do you count? 1, 2, 3, start with your thumb, or 1, 2, 3 with your pointer. My daughter starts with her thumb, my oldest daughter. And I think my youngest one, I can't remember. But I need to know because this was mind-boggling to me. I just assumed everyone started with their thumb, but apparently many people start with their pointer finger. Who knew? Who knew? All right, so comment below, let me know. Do you start with your thumb or do you start with your pointer finger? And then go back and go in the comments and see. Are you a thumber or are you a pointer? And see what everyone else is commenting because I just never even thought about it, and I never thought that everyone started differently. I just assumed we all went like that. So things that make you go, things that make you go, things that make you go. 90s song, anyone? All right, and finally on Coffee Convo Wednesday, I had to share what happened the other day because it was so funny to me. So our family works a lot with Go-Go Squeeze because we love Go-Go Squeeze. We do a lot of Run Disney events with them because Go-Go Squeeze sponsors a lot of the Run Disney events at Walt Disney World. So we've done the Disney Princess. We did the 5K last year. Then what did we do? Oh, we just did the Run Disney Wine and Dine 5K back in November. And our family, actually it's just, I think, gonna be me and the girls and I, are doing the Run Disney Princess again. We're doing another 5K. So Go-Go Squeeze sent this humongous, and I mean a humongous inflatable ball. Like, I'm trying to think. I was going to bring it in, but it is now deflated and there's a reason. But when I say I'm literally sitting here with my legs out to the side like this, like you can see. It's like this big. It's that big. So just imagine, if you will, I'm 5'8", and my arms and legs, and it's that big. So it's this ginormous ball. So we have had so much fun with it because we blew it up, and the kids have been playing with it in the backyard. The neighbor kids have been playing it. We have this huge green space in front of our house where the kids go play. So they took the ball, and I mean, it's massive. It looks almost like one of those, you ever see those big balls that you can get in? They have them at different places where you roll down a hill and you sit in it. I would never do it because I would vomit. Anyway, I digress. So we have this ball and we love it, and it's so much fun. We just did a fun obstacle course video for Go-Go Squeeze on their TikTok, which you can see. So much fun. So we have a Facebook neighbors page for our neighborhood. And on the neighbors page, someone tagged me and said, "Is this yours?" I'm like, "Is what mine?" And the post says, "Ginormous inflatable ball rolling out the back exit of the neighborhood," like the back entrance. And I'm like, Lily, the ball got loose. Well, I had the ball, so I thought, secured in a space here, and I'm pointing like you can see, in our backyard. Well, apparently, because we've had such crazy weather this week, and it's been so cold and so windy, like I know many people have had bad weather, it escaped, and it went down the street. And when I say down the street, not just like a couple houses down, like out the back of the neighborhood, which would take me probably, I don't know, 5 minutes to walk there. So this ball got loose. So I grab Lily, she's in the middle of the school. I'm like, "Lily, you have to help me." In my head, I'm thinking, oh my goodness, I don't want it to run into someone while they're driving or hit someone. Not that it would hurt, but oh my goodness. And then I'm like, oh my goodness, our ball is gone. So we get in the car, we go to the back of the neighborhood, we don't see it, we drive, there's a school down there, we're driving out the back of there, we're driving everywhere, and we're looking for this giant inflatable ball. We can't find it. There's a trail that I've talked about that we live by. It's like a 22-mile trail. I'm stopping people on the trail. "Have you seen a big inflatable Go-Go Squeeze ball?" And they're like, "No." So driving back into the neighborhood, I look off to the left, out of the neighborhood, and I can see the ball, and it looks like it's deflated a little bit. I'm like, "Yay, found the ball, oh my goodness." So we get out of the car, and we go to get the ball, and I'm like, well, how are we going to get it home? Because we can't put it in the car because it's fully inflated, almost fully inflated, like 80% inflated. So we have the plug open, she's laying on it, I'm laying on it, we're like, trying to get all of the air out so we can put it in the car because it was so cold, and we both ran out of the house wearing, I don't know, sweats and a t-shirt. Hello, I work from home and she homeschools, so we weren't cute. And it's cold. So I'm like, well, I'm not walking this thing home, and I can't walk it home because she can't drive, and she's not gonna walk it home because I think she was in shorts and a t-shirt. It's too cold. So we agree that we just have to keep laying on this ball and get it in the car. I need to get the picture and share it here on Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram of what it looked like. So finally, we got enough of the air out. I'm like, leaning like this, shoving it in. I have like an SUV situation. So I opened the back of the SUV and I'm shoving it in the back there. Well, it wouldn't close. So we drove home with the trunk up back to the house. We were laughing so hard. I don't know why this was so funny to me. But I did post the picture on our neighbor's page to just show them like, we got it. And here's me like leaning up against trying to get it in the back of the trunk. Never, ever, never, ever a dull moment. Never, ever a dull moment. So for now, until this crazy, windy, cold weather passes, we deflated the Go-Go Squeeze ball, which the girls were not happy about because they love that thing, but it's still fine. We just have to blow it back up again. So it's the ball that almost got away. Thankfully it didn't. And that was the drama in our life this past week. All right, before we get out of here, I just want to say thank you for being here. I wanted to show you what we are giving away. It is so pretty. As I don't know if I mentioned at the beginning of the show, I work for an amazing and beautiful women's boutique called Shoo Shoo Baby Boutique. It's a women's boutique. Shoo Shoo Baby is named after the owner Natalie's father-in-law World War II airplane. It's called Shoo Shoo Baby. So it's called Shoo Shoo Baby Boutique, but it's a women's boutique. They sell jeans, shirts, sweaters, dresses, really cute candles and accessories, jewelry, purses, I mean, everything. It's the cutest thing. And they have two locations, here in Winter Garden, where we live, and then also in Bloomington, Illinois. Well, she just got these super cute. So I've been wearing this Big C because I'm obsessed with that TV show S Creek, because I can't say it, I don't think. S Creek, you know the one I'm talking about, and Alexis on the show wears her A on it. So I have had the C and I love it so much. Well, she just got these mini initials in, meaning tiny, mini, like M-I-N-I, not Minnie Mouse, initials in. And so I'm gonna lean up here. I got one in a C to show you, but I'm going to give one away to one of you. And you will obviously get the initial of your choice, because what are you gonna do with a C if your name is Ellen? Now, if your name's Claudia, it'll work out for you, or Christine, there you go. It'll work out for you. But I'm trying to make sure that you can see, because on it, there's a cute little heart attached to it. Is that not the cutest thing? So there's a heart and then a mini initial. I think it's an 18-inch chain with, you know, a little room for wiggle room there. But I am obsessed with these. These are $19. They're selling them. So if you don't win, yes, you can order. I just think they're so adorable. They're so dainty, perfectly timed for Valentine's Day. And you can choose whatever initial that you like. I just think it is so, so, so pretty. So I'm gonna give you one of those. So this is from Shoo Shoo Baby, which is S-H-O-O, like shoo shoo away, S-H-O-O Baby Boutique. And there's two locations. And the thing about Shoo Shoo Baby Boutique is, so there's not an online website per se, but what you can do is anything you see on Facebook or Instagram, you just send a direct message. Hey, Shoo Shoo Baby, I'd like one of those $19 initial necklaces in the letter A. Then they're like, hey, nice customer person, let me look that up. Yes, we have an A. All right, here's a little invoice, pay it via PayPal, and then get it shipped for free. Shipped for free. Super easy, right? So anytime you see that on Facebook or anything, anytime you see anything that you want to order on Facebook or Instagram, then you can order it and it ships for free. The other way to shop is every Tuesday and Thursday afternoon, depending on when you're watching the show. This is Coffee Convo Wednesday, but every Tuesday and Thursday afternoon, live on Facebook, Natalie, the owner of Shoo Shoo Baby, does 10 new arrivals and then a couple of last items. And so last ones, they're called. And so you can shop live. Same thing, you just like, oh, comment sold, you know, letter A, I want that in a medium, or letter D, I want that in an extra large. And then you get an invoice and you get it shipped for free. So there you go. But for today, we're giving one of these away because they're so cute. And I love the daintiness of it. And I love the heart. I'm trying to show, and it's gold, obviously. So I think you can tell that it's gold, I hope. But I love the little heart on it. I love the little initial. So I think I might be rotating the small C with the big C, which the big C's are still available too if you prefer a big C. But today we're giving away the small C. So you're like, how do I get it? Stop talking, tell me now. All right, so this is what you do. We're gonna do hashtag Shoo Shoo Baby. So SHOO baby. Hashtag shoo shoo baby and the name of the state where you're watching Coffee Convo Wednesday. And then in 1 week, we're going to draw a winner for one of these. We will announce it on next week's show and down below in the comments. So all you have to do is write hashtag shoo shoo baby and the name of the state where you're watching Coffee Convo Wednesday. And we will pick one winner to win this super gorgeous necklace. I love it. I think it's so, so pretty. And there you go. I was thinking I may keep like a little bit of a Valentine theme since this is the first February of the month. And I love that initial necklace because it has the heart on it. So it kind of just got me all, I don't know, in my feelings for Valentine's Day because I love Valentine's Day. Not for the commercialness of it, but just like, I feel like we all need a little extra love right now. So I will take any extra love that I can give right now or get, all of the above. So hashtag shoo shoo baby and the name of the state where you're watching Coffee Convo Wednesday. Oh, and as always, wherever you're watching this, Facebook, Instagram, or YouTube, you can get 2 bonus entries by going to the other. So if you're on the gram right now watching, that's what the cool kids say. I'm not cool, I'm just kidding. If you're watching this on Instagram, then go to Facebook and go to YouTube and do hashtag shoo shoo baby and the name of the state where you're watching. Just remember, if you have different names on all of the 3 social media things, you gotta let me know that your name is Cindy Simmons. Because if you're Cindy Simmons here on Facebook or whatever, Cindy Simmons on Instagram, but you're like Minnie Mouse 1 on Facebook and YouTube, I need to know that it's you. Okay? So that's all I ask. And then we will pick a winner and announce it next week. It's just my way of saying thank you for coming here every week and watching. And if you don't come every week, that's okay too. Thank you for being here whenever you can. I will give you a little tease that next week, Purdue Farms, you know, I've been a Purdue Farms ambassador for, I don't know, 1.5 years now. And we've used Purdue Farms in our family forever. We are giving away 2 Purdue Farms bundles next week. They're going to be keto related. Now, if you're like, I'm not even keto, I don't, all that means is one is going to be, actually they're both going to be super yummy. One is chicken, one is bacon bundle. So, but we'll talk about more of that next week. But I have been on keto, so I am all about all of the yummy proteins right now. So we're going to do 2 yummy bundles next week. So make sure you join Coffee Convo Wednesday here next week for the Purdue Farms giveaway. So thank you for being here. Follow me on all of the socials by going to cindysimmons.com. As always, you can just check out, yes, it is United States only. I did mean to say that unfortunately, all of our giveaways are only United States only. I'm so sorry, but just in the continental US. So thank you for that. Someone just asked if it was USA only, but you can follow me on all the socials. Also, it's at I am Cindy Simmons. Like I said, I have an Amazon store. I'm going to put all the links down below too. Links to Shoo Shoo Baby, links to my Amazon store, Purdue Farms, all of the above. You can send me an email by going to cindysimmons.com. Thank you for being here. I will see you next week. Spread joy and kindness like Nutella. And you know, we're always doing TikTok. You can find us at I am Cindy Simmons on the TikTok, as the kids say. Actually, they don't say the TikTok. That's what old people say, like me. Have a great rest of your week. Can't wait to see you next week. Love you. Bye.